hello everybody. Last package of the night. This is this week at MBE. So we got some, of course you can see the stuff ready to ship, be shipped out. There's boxes over there. So basically all these boxes, just waiting on funds for the most part. Do that. And then come through here, of course we got all the updates and repairs coming in. Now that we're getting to the end of the year, all this stuff's starting to come in. Because a lot of the people realize that things like valves and parts and things take much longer than they have in the past. So these people are ahead of the curve. So are these over here. There's a brand new set of 18s here. So actually this Chevrolet head would race against something like this A460 head. These are off of, this is a truck puller here, Jonathan Payne. We did these heads for him, I think in 2015 or 16. And I believe he races like in the, he pulls in the Kentucky area, but I think he's won like 5 out of the last 6 championships. We're in the MBE A460 heads. He's definitely an excellent truck puller to win as much as he does. And then he races against all the Chevrolet guys. The Chevrolet guys that are competitive against him race our 18 stuff, either the older version with the 2420 valve or the new 2500 stuff. That stuff's just, you know, that'll get out there more and more and more, and that's probably going to make it a little bit harder on him, but, you know, if you win all the time doing that, that means you're good with the truck, you're a good racer, everything about it. So there's always a lot more to it. And so we'll come in here, we got a set of D3 castings. These are older castings, so the newer ones seem to have a lot of issues with the, like the core boxes are worn out, so they crack. So we don't work on any of those anymore. But this is a set of older castings, so this customer, it's hard to find good ones, so this customer found these, and he has to race NHRA Superstock, and they have to have a Ford part number instead of just using a CID head, because they don't make good ones of these anymore. It's crazy. You have to run a Ford part number, so we'll pressure check these and everything, and he'll probably have 2 to 2.5 times more than he would if he could have just ran our CID head, but that's okay. It is what it is. We got some Hemis going out here. So these are for the tractor pulling. So with the tractor pulling this year, we're told we won 25 pulls, and we won three championships, and he told us we were number 2. In the other one, so had our products on it. So we had a really good year tractor pulling and truck pulling, and that's very, very part of our business here. We do focus on it. We put a lot of effort into it, as you can tell. And then everything else, I would say all of this, we're just waiting on parts. That's all. One part in particular is what we're waiting on, all those. So I don't know. I just try to have hope. Okay, let's go. 10-degree wedge heads here. So this is first op. So they get a chamber roughed in them. Then they get seat bores and guide bores put in them. You can see right here, we've raised all this up much higher than a lot of the small block stuff. This way we raise this guide boss up. When we do that, it gives the guide insulation around it, and they don't break exhaust valves that way. So there's a lot that goes into knowing what to do and why to do something with the casting and in a cylinder head. It's not just easy by any means. And we'll come over here. Of course, just stuff in line to get ready to machine. Big 9 manifolds, inventory. That one's spoken for. So we do have some big 9 manifolds left. Looks like we got 5 left. So we'll be working on that, and we're going to do a 9/800 deck version, so it'll fit a 9.6 to a 9.8. Those fit 10.2, 10.7 on up. That one does. So we're working on the CAD part of it, but really the 9.8 versions, they are not going to be available for about 6 months. And so we come in here. That we can't talk about yet, but it's getting close. And then we come over here, we're just doing a manifold for a set of our billet heads. This is an old set of billet heads of ours. So right here, and there's another set of brand new billets here. So this job's just about finished here. All we have to do is finish the manifold, and waiting on his parts. So here's a small block Ford. Using the CID casting, this is the larger port here. We got the valet tray finished on it. I think the valet tray is really pretty. I think it's nice, you know, they even scallop this out so you can get a wrench on it. So yeah, these are nice pieces and everything fits nice, and you can see. So the guys do a really good job on that. Joey and Scott do. And then laying out a manifold here. So this one's finished. So they're just checking it now for final fit. So you can see they've already slotted the bolt holes. They got everything to fit. The final porting is finished here. And so this is an Edelbrock 2897 that we port. We'll have about 35 hours in that. So a significant amount of time for one manifold. But always remember, we have to do a good job on the manifold, because if we don't, the heads look like they don't run. So we always put extra effort into the manifold. And then just things right here, a customer here sent us 23-degree stuff here for an update. So we're going to do we'll probably lay out the manifold either tomorrow or the next day. And then we updated his cylinder heads. These are old set of M2 heads that we updated. We gave it some cross-sectional area over the short turn. It's got a nice epoch valve job on it now. So looking forward to him to run this, because I think they'll be really happy with it. For 23-degree stuff, it should help it quite a bit. And Scott and Joey got some other stuff they're working on. So we got the CID LS7 heads. They're in line here. So all we have to do on these is we have to move the exhaust bolts over, because what we did, we put the exhaust flange, we moved the exhaust flange over this way on the exhaust side. So we moved the bolt holes over because we moved the port over this way, because then it'll perform better on the car. And then we drill and tap it. So we actually just slide the bolt holes down. So it's just another advantage. It's all the little things that we look at to do. So by moving that exhaust port at the flange over, it's going to make more power. It'll run better. And the flow coefficient, it's like 20 CFM better by doing that. So it's all the little things that I don't think everybody else thinks about or even cares about. That's what keeps us busy. Plus, if we think it's better, we just try and do it. We just want to do it. This is a set of solid heads from a small block Ford head, which somewhat looks like a billet head from this angle. These are for Martin Potier. So these are his right here. You can see all the fasteners for the rocker gear and everything. So these are right off the machine. We still have to deburr and do some things there. But we're cruising along on those. But a lot of eye candy. It's got all the lightning program in it. So it takes 7 pounds off the cylinder head, so it's a significant amount. And that's it. That's this week at MBE. Thank you for joining us, everybody.